Hi, I'm Paige Galloway, and this evening we're making pappardelle with greens and 2 garlics. We've already got our pasta water at a boil with our pasta already cooking, but this evening in order to make this recipe you'll need about 8 ounces dry of pappardelle pasta. It's a wide flat noodle, about a pound, which is a bunch and a half, of Swiss chard, a third of a cup of dried cranberries, a quarter cup of toasted pine nuts, 3 tablespoons of garlic minced, 2 cloves of elephant garlic slivered with a potato peeler, a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper, and 2 tablespoons of sherry vinegar. If you can't find sherry vinegar at your grocery store, go ahead and use balsamic vinegar. It's just fine. And about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. The key to really good pasta is before you add the pasta to the water, make sure that it's been salted and is at a rolling boil. In order to keep the pasta from sticking, you don't have to add oil, just make sure you have enough water so the pasta has room to move. We've already got our skillet at about a medium-high heat, and I'm adding olive oil. For this recipe, you'll want to use the biggest skillet you have. When the oil starts to shimmer a little bit, we're going to add our 3 cloves of minced garlic. One of the things about mincing garlic and getting this going is that you'll want to notice that elephant garlic and regular garlic are very different. Elephant garlic, as you can see, is a huge bulb. Regular garlic is a lot smaller. Don't be put off by the amount of garlic in this recipe. Elephant garlic is very sweet and very, very mild. As this becomes aromatic, I'm going to be doing some things at the same time. Once the garlic in the pot becomes fragrant, you're going to start adding handfuls of the dark green leafy vegetables. It's about 2 handfuls in. You'll hear it sizzle like that. Give it a good toss with your tongs. And what we're looking for is to have this start wilting down. It looks like a lot of greens right off the top of that, but it really isn't that much. When you're mincing garlic, one of the things you'll want to do that I think makes this a lot easier is take the flat of your knife with the blade facing away from you and give it a good hard smack with the heel of your hand. What that'll do is it'll pop the garlic right out of the husk and do most of the work for you. Very important that you have the blade facing away from you for safety reasons, because your hand is going to slide forward off of it. Once that's done, you can very easily mince the garlic. Nice little trick. For slivering the elephant garlic, you'll just want to take a regular potato peeler and just shave it like that. As you can see, you get thin little chips of elephant garlic. So as we keep working on this, you can see the greens are starting to wilt down. To help them wilt down a little faster, I'm going to take some of our pasta cooking water. It's about a quarter of a cup. I'm going to add a little bit to our skillet. It'll sizzle and steam a little bit, but that's exactly what we want. It's going to help the greens cook down a little bit faster. Get another handful here. And sprinkle those in. At this point, I'm going to add our slivered elephant garlic. Looks like a lot, but it really isn't that much, given the flavor of the elephant garlic is very mild. Just keep tossing that with the greens. If you keep tossing it, it's going to bring the garlic into contact with all the surfaces of the green leafy vegetables and help that elephant garlic cook down a bit. Add a little bit more of our green leafies. A little more pasta cooking water. That's going to help these steam. Just keep moving it with your tongs. If you don't have tongs, wooden spoon, spatula, whatever you have handy, just keep the greens moving as they wilt down. When these get nice and wilted, you'll see they're nice and really dark green, very vibrant. We're going to add our dried cranberries. Just going to sprinkle them over with your hands. And mix those in. We're going to add our salt and pepper. Give it another toss. Oh, this is so pretty. Those bright jewel tone cranberries with these dark green leafy vegetables. About a quarter cup of toasted pine nuts. Just to sprinkle those over, more or less, give it your taste. Okay, time to check on our pasta. It looks like that's done. You want the pasta to be cooked to the package directions to al dente, which basically means to the tube. What that means is that it's still firm to the bite, but cooked all the way through. I'm just going to grab a bowl here and start pulling this pasta out of the cooking water. Go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just tip that right into the skillet with the greens. Give it a good mix. I kind of like to just pull the pasta straight out of the pot and put it together with the greens. That way it still has a little bit of moisture. And we're just going to tip that right into our serving bowl. There you have it. Pappardelle with greens and 2 garlics. Eat with good appetite.